Let's see, is that working? Yes. Okay. We restarted this stream for a couple of reasons. First off, warning if you don't like spiders or seeing spiders. They kind of weed me out, but we're going to be using some references there. I'm going to show you a couple new programs. We're going to do a little bit of concept art, then we'll get back to the campaign because the spider race has really started evolved into something. Let's go ahead and get started. That's not it. There we go. Okay. First thing I'd like to show you, again, spider warning. This is a program called PureRef. Okay, bring up the website. This is the landing screen you'll find. It's free. It's amazing. You just drag and drop stuff. I'll put that in chat right now if anybody wants it. All right. So PureRef, this is what it is. What it does is here's the references I'm going to use. I'll zoom out if anybody's kind of afraid of spiders. I apologize. And let's go ahead and bring in Google here, and I'm feeling lucky. Okay, we'll do this, Kitra, because we're going over this. So if I find it a picture, if I find it anything I wanted, I just can take it, drag, and drop it, and then recycle. That's all it takes. That's all it is. For reference stuff, it is absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend it. That's Pureleaf. Next thing I'm going to show you guys, we're going to use this. This is Kitra. I believe that's how that's how the cool kids say it. No, Kitra is an open source piece of software, and I'll link that in the description. It is 100% free. Go ahead and there's the Kitra link. Walada COVID, are you cute? No, I am not cute. This is me. I'm angry. No, actually, one of those big fat guys makes. All right, so Kitra, 100% free. It's in chat. Grab it, and that's what we're going to do a little bit of. Let's work with. Okay, so let's bring up. We're talking spider people. We're talking about kind of how they. Let's talk about them. Let's figure out them, and let's create some lore behind it. I can get chat. There we go. All right. So, using our reference, there's a lot of different archetypes of spider people, of beings that, kind of like this. So, let's kind of look at making ours a little bit unique. Now, okay, spider warning, spider warning. All right, these are some kind of the references. I think these little dudes here, they're adorable. I think they're cute. I like them. I am not threatened at all by their existence. These are happy little spiders. This one's scary. I do like the look of these guys with a kind of cool shell. Also, for a health disclaimer, a big spider coming on. This is a brown recluse. They're small. Oh no, that's not brown recluse. My bad. That's just an example. This guy is brown recluse. Okay, they're small. They're itsy bitsy. You can tell by this little kind of tau symbol. If you're a Warhammer fan, they're set by the tau. That's it. Okay. The body hinges. You see one of those kill it. They like to be in wood, cool, dry wood places. Like if you have any yards, just be careful. Here's another. This guy's a Black Widow. You don't like Black Widows, leave them alone. They'll leave you alone, but they're in your house. Protect your kitties. This is a survival thing. Protect yourself. Brown, especially brown recluses, they have a tendency to dissolve skins. Okay. Doing such a cool job in watching them. Oh no, no worries. You know what? Let's bust this out real quick. Let's bust out some concept art. So we have the spider people. Oops. Spider people. We're gonna have three parts. We technically have a head, but we're gonna Now we're going to do a side thing. We're going to have a head. I don't like that. We want a sketchy brush. And my daughter did introduce me to this. Wonderful. Sketchy brush. I don't like it. Sorry, no, I should have came prepared. This is our second go because our first go was kind of horrible. So we're gonna just say let's start over. Okay, we got a good mic. Okay, so basically with a spider, you have the head, and that has all the mandibles and the fun stuff attached to it. And then we have the actual body. Okay, just kind of let's go back to our references. Kind of have this little body in front there. Let's kind of make this like this. And again, this is just a quick draw to kind of get us where we're going. And then, of course, you have the back. If they have it, it can be short, it can be long. I'm kind of a fan of like this little guy's references. I'm kind of a big fan about this thing. I kind of like this, the shell and stuff like that. So if we did something like that, could just increase do I have saturation on this? That's okay. I was thinking we kind of give it a little bit of a shell, maybe some spikeage. Maybe that shell comes over here. What do you guys think about that? Hello, RJ. Welcome to the stream. We're doing quick concept work for the spider brace we made. Go ahead and grab our brush. Grab our concept brush. We'll do it here, and then make it kind of Black Widowy. Yeah, we're going to get to this is just part of the lore. If anybody has suggestions for Mr. Spider, 8 legs, not 6, the spider people, let me know. Are they big? Are they fuzzy? They have big fuzzy legs, or are they small? Like, can they live? I don't know if they'd be fuzzy, more of a wetland spider. Question is, friend or Betty, or both. Okay, so that's concept work. We kind of got that in mind. All right. Yeah, I should put world building. Thank you, but thank you for well, Daka. I hope that's right. Thank you for letting me know. That is really good to know, and I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and open up WonderDraft now, and open our campaign map that we're currently working. All right, come on. You can find this exact file on Discord. The more I worked on this map, the more I looked at it. Oh, hold on. Let me put away my tablet. Because I was using the tablet to do the spider. If we do any more work on him, we'll come again. That also, I've got my Dr. Pepper. And one day they will sponsor me. It's a running gag, has been for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Sponsor me. All right, back here. All right, so we have our map, and let's kind of figure out, first of all, a little bit of scale and the size. We're going to have to count numbers. Crap. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. I'm going to say about 30. And we're going to do some really rough math. And I hope you guys don't mind. Let's say the average person, not a soldier, but the average person carrying 20 pounds can move 25 miles in a day in a straight line. Right now we have 30 across the top. And that's roughly 700 miles. Let's increase that to 60. So if we do 60 across the top and side, well, and maybe about, I don't know, 40 to the side. We do 60, we times that by 25, we get 1,500. Let's go to Google Earth and measure that. Yeah. Give me in there. Go away. Google Earth. Go away. Okay, so let's go over to the United States. Get a feel. for Canada, for California. And we're just going to measure. That's 400 miles. That's 1,500 miles, give or take. Go over here. Sorry, I'm not doing kilometers. Oh, that's a big storm coming. Anyways, let's go to Europe. We're gonna measure this again. Let's go from there. Okay, that's 2,000 miles, and I think we want the same size Europe. So 2,000 divided by 25. Equals 80 squares. So let's go ahead and put 80 squares on this. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Can't see. I just realized you cannot see me touching my screen. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay. A little bigger. A little big. There we go. So look all that. Oh yeah, I'll do kilometers. Heck yeah. Okay, we are now converting into kilometers. 1 kilometer is technically 25 miles is technically 40 kilometers. So in this case, we're going to take, let's say that 80 times it by roughly 40 kilometers, 3,200 kilometers. So yeah, that's kind of what we're shooting for, 3,200 kilometers. I hope you're cool with that. Some really fast, crazy math. American. No, hey, metric system is the best thing. I love it. For all the game design stuff, for anything I do, I always do the tens. Imperial size, I hope you're not a fan of it, because I absolutely loathe it. We're doing about that. That's about kilometers, right? Let's go ahead and, of course, we can color this. We won't have this on for long. We're just doing a quick rough estimation on stuff. Now we keep water only. Let's keep that on the water only. So we know it's there. Okay. Let's actually do the water right now. We're going to fix this. Do you guys want to do water or starting on settlements and stuff like that? Okay. Let's start on some water because it is driving me nuts. Right now we have this cool effect. Let's I like the coastal distance thing. Keep that. Don't want any outblend. So I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that a lot. Show stuff where it is. Guys, thoughts? That work for us? I really like that. Let's get a, oops. Ground textures worn, paper, new. Vintage, nope. Worn, I think we're going to do worn. That's interesting. Okay, we'll keep it warm. And now let's go in and we're going to do some paper. Pull off some stuff. What? A higher blue. So let's go ahead and change color. Higher blue meaning a lot brighter. Gonna have to adjust that a little bit more. Really doesn't like that. Almost there. Look at this. I won't be too pedantic about. Here, we'll just do this. There's a lot of green. Yeah, now I'm in a little too. I see the colors in Wonderdraft between different styles, kind of adverse. That kind of works for now. Let's just put that in this area. We'll leave kind of some of the C's just a little bit. No, I don't like that. Maybe around at the bottom, we'll show some depth. Okay, we'll start with that. We're doing a full continent. We are doing a full continent on this one. Same thing we used to do last time. Let me kind of show you the basic plans. If they're here, if I remembered where they are. I feel so bad for you guys. You're seeing all my crazy notes and stuff and the chaos that I live in when it comes to my file system. Let's see now. The plan on this guy was, I'll just do this. We will use, I found something heartbreaking about the greatest program of all time, which is MS Paint. And it is, there is a image creator here. I do not like AI. I'll explain later. If you're using it as a tool to help enhance, like kind of a filter from Photoshop, hey, that's all filters from Photoshop. So we're thinking of doing yield map like this puppet. Our puppet master. Okay, there's a coastline. Let's get this in there. Bring this up, not that much. And we were thinking of doing, here's this coast. And we got this big old plateau. And I'm thinking the plateau is like this. We'll come back to that. Let's get our land line down. Maybe something like that. Something like that. Create an inland sea here because, inland seas are cool. And maybe come like that. Then we have the plateau. Kind of sneaks into this area. Maybe rides the top. So we don't have a tangent. And so this would be the oceans. Would be our fungus buddy. And I was kind of thinking about this. Maybe some islands over here. Maybe some bigger islands. Whoops. Or maybe this even comes up like this. And we have a pseudo peninsula. That'd be kind of cool. I like that. Let's put this maybe starting here, comes down. We avoid the tangent, and that's a straight line in an organic object. Well, in this case. Oops. So something like that. Hello, Blaze. How are you doing? If that answers the question, Puppet Master, that's kind of the plan. We're just getting this one done, just to start on it. We do need to get some forest here. We kind of voted on that. I know. So once we get the forest done, we'll actually be starting on the fun stuff, on the settlements. Oh, which one did we decide on? Did we decide on that one? The forest symbols on default, I appreciate them, but they're not the best choice. I think we're going to do this one. We have a little more control over this guy here. Go ahead and go onto the map. And let's first of all use the weather. We do know that we have in this area here between these tall cliffs and this steaming. Okay, this steaming rises out of the ground, so we have lots. We have a lot of moisture. And I'm going to say it kind of fills and goes down and stuff like that. We do have a grassland. It looks like our moisture is getting trapped up here quite a bit. We also have this coast. So let's go ahead and we're just going to up like that. Maybe a little smaller. I don't know. What do you guys think of the symbol? Should we do a different one? Thoughts, feelings, concerns, gripes? Yeah, I like that one better. Thoughts? About that size. About that size. Okay, so we're down here. We're just going to start. We're just going to start adding little forests, placement rate, density. I won't wait. We're just going to bust these out And do a spray bottle. I'm gonna bust these. Why it's not letting me have a smaller spray bottle? Oh, that's okay though. Okay, we won't be using the spray bottle. Okay, we don't have the control we want. Okay, so we're just gonna throw forests. And throw forests. I am not a fan of the resolution currently of some of the land masses, so I might make a 40K image of this. Just kind of expand it and redo it a little with the colors and choices we've made. Granted, you can get a high def version if you export it, but I'm not. I mean, if you're making a pixelized game or something like that, this would work. Still get on these forests because we want these like what? Red land is fungi. Maybe it started from a expanded dimension creeping out the world and affecting it. That's the spider people and other strange anomalies. I like that. Currently with the lore, and you can find it on our Discord, we have this moss, red moss fungus thing going on. I like the red moss a little bit, but fungus, but we determined there are fungal outbreaks from here. And if you can see, it's kind of moving down into the water and kind of affecting the water, stuff like that. Over here, we have a large hotspot in the earth. And this is where the spider people come, and it's really clean, pure water. I believe some of the lore was the spider people were coming up from someplace. And as I believe Billie Hollywood said, they were bringing something they called the blood of their god. And when they brought it up here, it allowed them to purify some of this water. And it was really hot, so we still have steam vents, we still have geysers and stuff, but they come up and purify the water, and that way they, you know, they hatch their children out of that area too. Kind of cool stuff. Now, the story currently is that we had a world empire or an imperialist. They came here, they found that the spider silk was really good for weapons and armor and stuff like that, so they kind of forced colonized this area and maybe in here, but they're gone now, and we have a lot of vagabonds, and we have a lot of, I don't know, bandit cities and stuff in this area. We also have a large network of mining down in this area. We know that we have kind of centaur moose people up here, also with moving bands of nomads and stuff like that. Dude, don't worry about it, Puppet Master. You are anything you want, we can tweak. But I think the general consensus with everyone, okay, got a little issue with these trees. We want these trees. All right, so let's go ahead and grab these, and we're just gonna quickly put them on just to show there's moisture. Then we'll color them really quick. So we're, of course, the trees now seem a little bit. I have to clear some of them. That's okay. Again, a lot better control over symbols with what they made. We'll have to put some mountains into. We're just going to do this quick because I want to get on to settlements. I believe the setting for our symbols for our settlements were a little bit different. Do we have any trees? Nope. Okay, let's get some rocks. Let's fix our mistake. Down to 10 was the scale, I believe. We just have the mountains here. Fix those. Come down here. Fix these. There's a little mountain range here. Mountain range. Mountain range. We have our smaller mountains at 10 to just kind of offset those and give them shape of the range. Now let's color everything. We got a land, we got a color, we select, go to our filter, we select only the mountains. I believe we're using white. And oh, that's a little too much white. I'll do that. Okay, that's better. See how that pops? All right, cool. Let's go back to our trees. I will probably finally get tired of dealing with these trees, and I will probably make a I will probably make brush. Wish I could make life so much easier. Well, you know what? We could use this. Let's except I'm going to be Ray Brush, you failed me. About 20. 10. We'll just go back to the 10 sets. Bring on the rat mass control. Okay, we're doing it. I'm sorry. Mokendenju? I butchered that. I apologize. So we got rats now. Cool. I'm going to start. This is our old. Wow, what's going on here? Did I just crash Notepad? Oh my gosh, I crashed Notepad. Oh, it came back. Okay, here's our notes. Let's just get rid of all this gobbledygook that I was using. Oh, it's programming stuff. Okay, rat people. Tell me about the rat people. So psychic rats. Doing a little planescape. That'd be hilarious. This big swarm of rats come out, and we have decided. I worked with two wonderful ladies back when I was 16. They were twins, and they never said I. They said we. And honestly, it kind of freaked me out at first, but I absolutely adored those guys. I won't name drop because I forgot it. One's name's Angie. I forgot the other one. They are wonderful people. I loved them. They were cool, but it was always a week. That's okay. Okay, we're busting out these trees. I'm just going to say it's all locked. We kind of have, I'm thinking of Pacific Northwest, not that I just came from there on vacation down in this area, so it's mossy. One of the coolest things about the Pacific Northwest, we went to the H-O, the Ho Forest, Ho Forest. I got there and I'm used to doing like survival campouts out in the West, in the Alpines, in the hardwoods. So I'm used to really, if you're doing it right, a really noisy forest. That way, if something's there or if there's shenanigans afoot, the forest gets quiet. You know, you grab your bedroll. I was raised by a game warden. My dad was a game warden from Alaska. So camping for me and him was, we're just going to say, when we camped. Like bedroll, knives, maybe a 30-06 for bear. So I'm used to really, really loud forests. Unfortunately, in these rainforests, that doesn't exist because of all the moss. It acts as a natural sound barrier that dampens sound. I don't know if I like this for. Oh well, you know what? We're going for it. If we want to change them later, we can change them later. Yeah, quiet, eerie moss. It looked exactly like. Undo one. I'm going to save this really quick and restart. That did it there. But yeah, really cool. I mean, just look up Washington rainforest and you'll see all the ferns and stuff like that. And that is exactly what the forests were. So I'm thinking that. Any thoughts, Pubmaster? Any thoughts about what these forests should be like? We just do these. Okay. So we got kind of what our forest is going to look like and kind of where they're at. I'm just going to quickly mark and I'll make these forests a lot bigger. And we're going to change their color quite a bit. Second. So I'm just going to quickly place, if I see one of these places, I know that we have forest there. and we wanted to fill this whole southern land. For a map, the aesthetic for that, it's going to give a really good weight. And again, we want people to get lost in the map, then slowly get familiar with where all the things are. So a big old forest belt and stuff like that would be one great way to do that. We'll put here. If there's near mountains, we're going to have it trap the moisture. Now let's talk about large redwood forests. Are my favorite in Cali, the free red forest. One of them nearby is something from Nightmare Red Void, super easy looking nightmares. Yeah, no, I 2 years ago, was it 3 years ago now? Me and my family went out. We've been doing a lot of national forests instead of like Disneyland or stuff like that because Disneyland pay $1,500 to go stand in line for a half hour, and they make you feel like they're giving you a privilege. A great privilege for you. Not too fan of that, and especially not a fan of the prices. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Disneyland. I do not like the prices. I'm going to add some more mountains here. I just noticed we don't have any of the smaller mountains. Really too much here. So we are going to go. Should I add a big? Those are small. We'll add here. Oh, they're too big. Ah! Anything right? Yeah, there they are. Size 10. All our symbols are going to be that size. Just want the images and everything to kind of. Okay, so maybe Puppet Master, because I know they take a specific altitude. Forests like the sequoias and stuff like that, they take a specific altitude. Maybe near the mountains, we're going to have redwoods, giant redwoods. That'd be cool. So we have a lumber thing. The empire could have been looking that whatever empire could have been looking to back with mountains. There we go. Oh, too much. Gonna change the color really quick on the map. There. And maybe it just goes down into kind of a redwoods, like California redwood. Okay, so I'm going to forest here. Let's take it. Let's put the wonder of those mountains. We're talking really big mountains that people live in, or is that where our psychic rats are? That's kind of horrifying if you think like, I don't know, Return of the Jedi in that forest, and then just having tribes of psychic rats. Okay, okay. So they're in the cities. Good to know. Let's put that in. Um, I really don't want to try and butcher your name again. Amoko Dengwu. I'm gonna call you Amoko. Amok, if that's okay, if you're cool with that. Okay, so rats in the cities. How big of a players are those rats? Those rat psychics. I mean, is it like have they become civilized per se? Are they just a pest problem? We want to, maybe do a different spin on it. Maybe there's some of them that are, I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? Ass that grows in cities. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, there's. Oh, it's not doing it. Twitch. I'm doing it on Twitch right now, and we have Amico on Twitch with us. That's where I'm getting this. I'll just read those out. People are cool with it. Previously, Amico wrote, "Bring on the rat mass controlled by a psychic rat. They are not people, but a mass that grows in cities if not controlled until an intelligent rat being, the rat psychic, starts guiding them." That might be cool. That'd be one heck of a rat way to make a rat control problem. They get one of these psychic rats, and the psychic rats go in and make the other rats civil, we'll say. Thoughts? All right. We're going to have all our forest here. I will go in later and fill these out. But what we're kind of looking at is an image, not that big, back to 10. I appreciate that Wonder Draft, you just use the mouse wheel, and when you're working with symbols, it just changes the size automatically. I'm thinking that our forests come all the way down here as such. Right now, we are using a lot of symbols, but that's fine. I was thinking like something like that in these areas. Let's put these at 2. That way we can control it. Or maybe they're higher. Maybe +1. That's in front of the mountains, not too much. I know the mountains are, I think, a -1. Yeah, the Mason Marison's educated rodents. Yeah, that was great, Billy. Again, Terry Pratchett. Thank you, Dysfunctional Penguin. Terry Pratchett is just the best. One of my most favorite authors. Really sad to hear him passing, but it is dead on. It's kind of this fantasy stuff. It's really good reads, and it's kind of a parody on modern culture mixed with high fantasy. About tyrants, about kings, about witches and how witches work. About one of my favorite series is Guards. If you're new to Discworld, Guards, highly recommend it. Okay, so we have our forests. We know that we now have psychocrats in the cities, in the settlements. So let's go ahead and let's pick out some settlements. Let's start placing settlements and stuff. So we all know this area down here is all forests. Yay. So we have forest here, forest here, forest here. Do not like that island. We will fix that right now. Again, going into the lower brush roughness, get the size a little. Just going to go on the coast and kind of break this up. Make it look natural. Maybe down here too. So let's see if there's any more lumps. Oh, my lumps. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's talk settlements. To do that, we're going to go into our symbol tab. They've got some nice little settlements. I like these. We're also going to change the color on these so we can see them a little bit better. Back will be red. There we go. We'll kind of keep the red thing going there. And let's start with our big cities here. Oh, that one. There we go. That is, yeah, okay. If you click the side mouse. So let's go ahead and put some where everybody lives. Yeah, we do have, Dan, a friend of a moment. I'll be here when I'm not coming. No worries, Nikolai. We're just going to put smaller symbols and we'll define what they do. We would probably have a city there. Let's go to layer 5 with this. Probably have a city there because of the river. Maybe over in this area, we might have, I don't know, a city in this area would be a good idea. We'll move these if we want to. Let's come over here. We do have a city that is a mass of woven reeds that go together, and they're all kind of like, we'll just put that there to remind us. And it's a traveling city that goes from other cities to other cities. Let's go over here. And since we have 2 massive rivers, if I am a exploitive imperial place, I would put my river city there, make it a fortress, control this bay. Go ahead and look over here. I kind of like that there. We got 2 settlements. We don't need many. And let's over on this area to kind of balance. Let's make a shenanigan city. Okay, we don't know what's going on here. We might not want to know what's going on. If anything, maybe an icky city. What do you guys want city-wise? I'm just putting where cities. If I was building, To control this area, however, I would put probably a city right on this, maybe in a little bit to control this whole area. And down here, if I was in the imperialistic dogs, actually I'd move this city. I would put this city right here to control. So I'm thinking of being a baddie here of where they'd have it. We do have kind of a line of cities. Actually, let's move this guy down. Let's move this guy down onto this island so it controls this entire area. Again, another question is, did that place get sacked? Is it not there? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities here. Let's now go ahead and let's get some of our smaller cities. And what these cities are, we don't know. How big they are, we don't know. But these guys are definitely going to be our smaller cities. So our first thing here is, since we have a big city here, there's going to be needs to be a place for people to get off the boat and then march up a huge path up to this. This area is quite a bit bigger. Let's get some additional symbols in here. Kind of show we have a little bit of a breakup. Again, we did have a giant asteroid hit in this area and either made a hotspot or really upset a hotspot. We're using our mounts to kind of show that there's, stuff happened. And also to show it's higher than everything else. So, and again, let's go make sure we're painting. We can definitely see everything. There. Okay. So I think, yeah, we'll just do that. We're happy with that. Okay, so we have a little city there. Okay. To do Puppet Master, just recommended we do a city, kind of a tormented city. So bad place. We'll do this. We'll put that skull in because we're working on. Put that skull right there. Let's yeah. Skull right, see middle. Maybe way out here, maybe right here. That stuff's going down there. We don't know if that's where it came from. Maybe we'll put another city up here. That's kind of the same thing. Okay, let's go back to our smaller cities, wherever they may be. Okay, we're here. Now we have some great mining opportunities. Let's say we might have, if we mined over here, it would blow our heads off because of the amount of heat coming off this area, the amount of steam. So let's say we have a little bit of a mining town here. And then we need another settlement to offload our wares here. And let's say we have another little place right over here, same thing. This is kind of like our cradle of life. Now, we're going to move down here into this area. Let's look at the pillars. So, kind of local, maybe actually a big city right here. Then we'll have just kind of some smaller cities up in these areas. We could right here. This one's going to be a big one. This pass right here. So we are going to put that there and maybe that there. So this is going to be a very populated side of things. There. Again, I'm just spitballing these on where I would put cities if I was living. Initially, we'll just say maybe let's put a big city down on this island, just like kind of a massive coastal city. that all things flow. Maybe, so let's not put it there. Let's put it up here. Or we want it to kind of be safe from the storms. We want, if there's storms or stuff like that. And usually islands that are out on the sea like that, maybe we're right here. Let's do it right there. It controls all this coast. Put a little city there, a little city there by fresh water. There for now. Big plains there. And maybe when we come onto the plains, there's a little settlement right here that acts as a travel. Now these are smaller cities. Let's put 3 up in this area. These are where people have settled. Right? The renegade humans that broke their oppressors settled over. Okay, now okay, we're good there. Lost settlements there. Let's go back to our fungus. We still want the fungus area with what let's see, who Nikolai helped with that. Nikolai did a lot of that. Allison. Okay. Who did the red stuff? Is that Nikolai? Here's a copy of the notes that we're keeping. Okay. Nikolai came up with the indigenous people. We did some moose people mixed in there too. Okay, so Nikolai did come up with the mountains. Well, thanks, Lorenzo. How are you? So let's go ahead and let's ask if there's any trading cities or trading villages. Now, I would say since we have kind of a come down there or there or there, we're going to put a little trading city. Actually, let's make it, yeah, let's go little. Maybe they've tried to make big cities here and things haven't gone well. Let's go ahead and in the midst of these, let's find a good symbol for. We're going to make these guys ruins. Let's say someone tried to settle up here and try to settle down here, and they got their butts kicked. The local inhabitants did not want them there. Maybe that's where the rats were. Instead of doing these, they're a little, I don't know, on the extreme side. Maybe, let's see if there's a ruin symbol. And they've added some stuff. Okay, these are going to be, turn that off. Okay, we're going to use Stonehenge. Do we have something else? Yeah, we'll use these for cities. Even at 20. These are the ruins that someone industrious made and stuff went down. I think, though, what do you guys think of these, though? The infected places still be kicking around. Like, we don't go up there. And maybe it was the rats that got a hold of these cities. Maybe they're kind of still like a rat empire. Now I'm keeping them this color so they stand out. Actually, let's not do that because I think let's have these guys stand out. So we had a rune here, maybe a rune up here. Just that stuff went down. So one leg of this is okay to go up of. Another leg is definitely not okay. And maybe we have some. Maybe we have some watchtowers. We're going to have these as a military location. What if we had there, maybe up here, there. They're just trying to keep stuff at bay, whatever's coming down this place. That would denote that they had smaller settlements so let's make some smaller settlements up in this area. These are the guys that are left from whatever this place is. Maybe we have some small settlements around it. All right, settlements there. Okay, we have this large controlled area. Or another tower. This area is kind of a not a good place. But this place over here is a good place and people like it. Everybody's kind of happy. Put a bigger city up here. Maybe some smaller cities on the coast. Nothing too crazy. And maybe we have an overland route between those two. That's more little tiny settlements around this guy. Not going too crazy, but just enough to show it's where it is. It's where it is. No, just the size of whatever's going on. And we are at, what about some more ruins, guys? Let's do some more ruins. Really wish I had a ruin. So we'll go back to our little rune symbols. This white guy here. Let's just put a ton of little ruins everywhere. Move some of these symbols. Actually, I think I want them colored. Usually I don't, but just for the sake of placing stuff. So what I'm doing, the methodology to this is I place the biggest city. For now, it might not be the biggest city that was first formed. It is definitely now the biggest city. And I'm looking at this and I'm seeing that we need, since we're doing this overland stuff, we need a guy here, maybe a little village here. Don't think many people go to the plains. But if they do, let's put another overland route there. So we got a couple there. Maybe we have the big food productions in this area. All right, feeling that. What do you guys think? Am I still streaming? I am still streaming. All right, so we got settlements there. Maybe some up here. Ooh, let's put ruins up here. Yeah. We're going to kind of knock ourselves out. Now, I do have the premium content from Wonderdraft that they made for it. Oh, wow. That didn't. I wonder if we have some ruins. Well, let's not use them. Let's use just what came with the default. Soon, once I get a couple projects taken care of, I will be making icons and stuff like that. Get our runes there. Let's say we have, this is another, I don't want to say Deadlands, but that's a pretty good description. Maybe these areas were laid to waste when the asteroid, when the meteor hit. That'd be kind of neat. We have a couple ruins. We just have ruins. Man, that's going to just pull adventurers. So we have a little bit of subhistory. So let's go ahead and add that to Zen Notes. So let's do this. Ignore my spelling. It will never get better. Okay, so we have the ruins. We're going to call these left side ruins. Old, massive. Everything's at a 45-degree angle. What do you think of that? That should be where the largest city is. Dead city where out and grow crops in the maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Heck yeah. If there was a tectonic shift, like if this broke the mantle, because everything's fun breaking the mantle, everything in this area got starved out. Used to be a big dead river and stuff like that. Dried up, exploded. The people that survived couldn't make anything, so they had to get out of there. Yep. And Puppet Master, of course, I'm going to attribute the settlements and these ruins, these left side ruins, right up. What if we had like some phantom zombies or wraiths or unliving? Let's go. Try unliving. Dwarves? Humans. We could have them like abominations, that they look like humans and they got all twisted up. Maybe from the asteroid and made the atmosphere go bad or something. Yeah, that would happen. Yeah, that would happen. And maybe that cleared out all those. I think these runes, though, we're definitely going to say someone tried to settle here, because that's hilarious, and like bad things happened. The rats got them. Yay! So we'll just put the rune there. So we have two sides of the ruins. Maybe we have like special runes up in this area. Just something. Oh, let's put one here too. All right. Woohoo! Sun Eater Horrors. Did someone bring them their Puppet Master? Was that a Sun Eater Horrors? Really like that. How'd they get there? Was it just something that society's evolved into? Or was it something that just happened? You know, I'm looking at it and I think I do need to update. I'll update the titles. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so it horrors, kind of abomination thing. Maybe they explored too much into different realms, got mutated, or they started like flesh sculpting themselves, and maybe they went too far, and then it became the arms race. I don't know. Ideas. I'll just put those as a. I'll start putting these as a question. Okay, so we have our cities here. So let's go ahead and we're now going to decide what's this guy. These are free people. This is the biggest city. Do we like the red? Is it too much standing out? Overexposed? That's awesome. And then when things hit, the paracausal shenanigans made the mutation go to 11. So we have a group of people that maybe were augmenting themselves or doing other stuff, and it just got a wee bit out of control. Let's go to our cities now. And let's see if we need to. Do we like the blue, the red? Do we want to do something else? Maybe a green? Green kind of takes that crap out of it. That does. Purple. Oh no, I think I like the red. I think we're gonna stick to the red. Let's go with the standard size. With the big cities, we are gonna go 40 if everybody. Oh no, add in. We're going to go 40 if everybody's okay with that. We're going to reduce the size of a couple of these because, I mean, good grief, they're huge. Let's go ahead and also, yeah, layer 5. Good, 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 good. Actually, let's go layer 4. Because I know all the forests are a layer 5. Let's put the bigger city. I'm actually thinking right here in this area. There's a big city there. Let's come down here. And again, we're going to work from largest to smallest. And I think this, what do you guys think? City states in this area or some really big 30 there? You could throw a capital down right there for this area or the raining thing. Maybe they dug down too deep, the earth, and got cursed from the center. That's cool. Or they found like materials and stuff down there, like some ores and stuff they thought were pretty cool, but they weren't. Okay, I got that in there, Puppet Master. Again, all of these things that we are making, these are, yes, find the correct size. Okay, so we're at 25 here. Good to know. That, I'm going to move that bad boy. Oh, okay. We have capital there, or whatever is the prevailing seat of power. I do think we have a capital down here for these guys. That right there. I'm wondering for symbols if we make them instead. Now they don't pop as much. But let's keep the red. I'm second guessing my. Oh no, we're gonna save. Thank you. Let's make them red. Let's keep them red. So we have one there. And these are the guys that had a really bad day. Let's say these guys are the ones holding on. Again, we can make them as big or small as. Whoop, that's small. Okay. Let's make our fortresses here. Let's reduce the size of. We're gonna kind of make a string of fortresses. Everybody's cool with that. Now, with these runes and our little mutated, unliving zombie things that are abominations, did they relate to the spiders? Did the spiders come? Were they initially here? Do they have a path between worlds? Or was this a more of, you know what? I want towers, not forts. Put a little military, make that small. So we got, we have, let's say we have 5 defense towers here. And yeah, I kind of like that a lot, actually. And maybe a defense tower here. Okay, and that means that we're gonna make a couple little towns. Make a town there and make a town. I should put this tower here so they can see stuff coming. Okay, so these towers are kind of keeping shenanigans out of there. We have this place. I think this place is just another kind of city state, not too big, not too small. Or did we want this to be something like sinister or something bad or something? Okay, all of these guys, let's make these all. Let me select them. I want to do mass select, but okay. I think we're getting a little big too. There we go. We're just going to redo these. That's probably the stuff. This guy and this guy and small here. I'll just put small little ones next to these. And then that way the size of the map, and again, we can change these anytime. The size of the map reflects the size. Smaller symbols is going to make it really show that there are a proportion. If we have these big symbols, we'll fix these. We'll get new symbols. Okay, we got small little symbols. Oh, okay. Could that be over in this area where crap has gone down? And maybe this, like you said, this guy's special here. Because this is just one big dam. Let's add some more symbols to make it important. Something kind of square. There we go. Cool. Hey, zombie. How you doing? Zombie badgers in the hose. Okay. Let's get rid of our big symbols here. And we'll move our smaller symbols in there. Right side. So we're looking at a 20 size on these. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of these. Boop. Boop. And then we'll move stuff. Doing that, they still pop, but they're not just. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, zombie, welcome to the channel. What we're doing is the entire chat, we are making a map, a big map. This is 1/4 of it. And we're deciding what's where, taking whatever anyone just shoots appropriately shoots out in chat. And we're building lore around it. Right now, we have a couple things going on. The two biggest features, of course, are these plateaus. And on top of these plateaus, you got a lot of big, fluffy red moss. And it's really quiet. People don't know why it's coming down here, but the moss and maybe some red spores make a bad failing system. Yes, I do. And this area has just pretty much remained the same. And we got nomadic people and some moose centaurs. Some people, a number of people wanted. So we went, okay, we have lore now. Up in this area, though, shenanigans has happened. Over here, we have this large area is a meteor or something else hit, and it's broken through the crust and created a kind of a hot spot. It's basically a boiling swamp, boiling area, but the water is being purified by a sentient race of spiders. What they are, we don't know. We do know that they are bringing what they call the blood of their god up through giant woven tunnels. They go way down into the earth, and they're purifying the water here. This area down here was first where the current story is that we had gonna get rid of these. The big ones anyways. Guys, you want to keep the big ones or get rid of the big ones? Thoughts? They're really popping, but I don't know if we want them to pop like that. So let me know what you want to do there. We know this is moss, but we also know that it is kind of spreading. But we also have lore that there is a reddish mold or reddish spores that are in there that can cause some serious problems. It's probably, we're going with kind of a more alien biome here, I believe is the feel for it. That this area is strange, and I'm kind of like the bigger dots. Oh crap. Okay, we'll keep going here. We'll keep going. I'll be good. I've noticed I'm very much underground would be really cool. Okay, let's do that. Also, this map is made available. All the files, everything we do is made available on our Discord. Every week we upload pretty much everything. All these notes once I get them spelled right, and any updates and anything like that. And so anyone can use it free of charge. No one's making any money out of this. All the videos are non-monetized. Zombie Badger, if it's cool, I'd like to credit you for thinking of the underground. So we're going to put these guys here. And again, if it's a suggestion, okay, so we got section, we may have a collapsed cave. Ooh, what if we made those ancient, that cave system ancient? When this hit, shenanigans happened, and maybe over here, maybe it's just a huge networks of caves that was made under. And maybe they're growing. Maybe something or someone is redigging them. What about that? Or maybe they're actually caves that are turning up. No, I'm not liking these small cities. We're going to go back. And we're going to make these pop again. All right. We will get rid of these small guys. And you know what? Once we're said and done, if we want to tone these down a little, we can. We're just going to double click on these and spam the delete key, apparently. But again, that's part of the channel. We do this live to show how to fix screw ups. Not necessarily a screw up this time, but more of a choice. That's fine. Increase the size of these guys. Match. Bad, not bad. Okay, we got bad here. Also, in this area, we have a lot of zombie badger. I can affect. Yeah. Let's do that. But what if the caves, you know how it takes like thousands and thousand years to get like an actual cave that we're used to seeing in our memories. What if there's something down there, maybe druid or something else that is increasing the size of those caves? They're actually maybe growing, something under there's repairing. What do you guys think of that? Oh, psychedelic hallucinations of demonic torture souls if you linger too long in the red zone. Ooh, we get like warp shenanigans. I'm sorry about that. I missed your, thank you for letting me know I missed that comment. Okay, so we will go to our plants. What if we did that in some areas? Maybe it's a defense mechanism. And maybe there's other fungus that does other stuff like that. Okay. Dormant sleeping snake leviathans. We will do that. Oh, where did I put it? No. Crappy filing system strikes me again. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me ask you this, zombie badger. There, James, like tremors or something. Giant worm. Oh, worm would be cool. It's like tremors. That's awesome. Okay, we got tremors. worms. These guys are like, yeah. We also have huge snakes. Okay, we'll add that into the cave system. We kind of have a little brittle earth thing going on. I like that a lot. Like that. Go back up here. Clicks there. Too big. Yeah, we're going to run with it. And if it doesn't look good, we can go back and change it. Guys, what are you thinking of the size of the symbols for the cities? Are we good there? I think it's better than worm. So we're kind of going maybe a sword and sorcery. What if there's different clans of worms down there? Different worm-like things. Or worm snake things. You know what, we're going to call those danger noodles for now until we get a feel. I like it though. You like big albino snakes and stuff like that. A question that is brought up with that: are they sentient? Are they smart? Can they communicate? Do they have like human envoys that they communicate with? Big city there. We're gonna move this big city though. We're gonna put that city there, and we are going to put a small city right. Okay. Giant ones. Oh, so kind of like ant snakes. Are we still talking snakes, or we're talking like maybe snakes with a chitinous shell or something like that? I am putting that down. Function like ants. And maybe there's a couple. I think it'd just be interesting from a player's point of view. You know, you're down there, you don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden, it's like you're in between a fight of these giant snake swarms and stuff like that. That's cool. Still snakes. They should just be down there digging for no reason other than live. Okay, we're talking like animalistic. Well, let's talk about these snakes. I'm now kind of intrigued. Let's go to some concept work, and we will. Oh, I'm bring tablet in. So if we got snakes, let's just. We have a snake thing here. The spines or the minor grammar mistake? No, don't worry. I can't spell. I have a medical reason I can't spell, and I milk that for all it's worth. It's embarrassing. That's okay. So we have our big. What are our snakes like? Are we ugly? Are we? Maybe they have some plated spines. Quilly snakes or something like that. Are we talking like really? I don't want to say sickly. Like really, I don't know. Maybe He's dead. Here's your, let's give it some extra heat sense nostril stuff like that. Come down. And big chins. Maybe they crack stuff with all little eyes. Maybe 3 of them. Something like that. Because you use the Lovecrafting level, and now we're doing creepy crawlers and rodents and such. Yeah, why not, man? Those are some good maps. I need to post those on Discord. We used to have them on a website, but I went out and got poor because of medical stuff. So that was one of the things we choose to cut. But we'll just use, in this case, we'll just use Discord like crazy. Thanks. Like really, maybe scales like this to help them move. And if we look at the organelles of these guys, or something like that. Maybe a sleeker head, of course. Still getting used to the software. Come on. Because if they're underground, their face is gonna have some huge mouths if they're underground like that. Maybe really sleep. Maybe they have little bones or something like that to protect their face. Okay, let's give them some tentacles. Yes, no. How big are the snakes though? Are we just talking like small size snakes? Okay, sweet. Zombie Badger just said, I want them to look like desert horned vipers, but the horns are much bigger and are used as sort of tunneling tools. Let's go to, we're going to pull up your reference here. Sorry if you're spider sensitive. I apologize. I just upset you. That's cool. We're going to just put some reference images. It's just drag and drop. I'm just on the website. Just looked them up on Google. I like the horns on those. And now that I'm, don't want that. And we'll just add some more little reference photos. And we'll get back to that. So how big are these snakes? Are we talking like anaconda size? We're talking little snakes? How big? We'll come back to concept work. Okay, we got settlements. We know where the forests are going. Let's go to layer 3. We are going to start doing some paths. Will work? You. Yes. Okay. It updated some coastal stuff. That's fine. Yeah, we should be getting paths right now. Why are we not getting paths? Okay, guess do that. Let's create some quick borders. 7 meters? Oh, that's great. That's to scare the crap out of you. Okay, let's start making some boundaries. Where's shenanigans? Don't want that. Let's lose her opacity. Angry. Oh, well, we'll get to that later. Hmm. Yeah, should be getting past here. I don't know why that's not working. That's a little... Okay, we'll do regions instead. Okay, so we have our kind of free states up here. I think these guys are kind of fiercely independent. And also, if you try to get up here, you're going to get lost. Let's go ahead and add a border there. Actually, let's go back and save this. Let's redo this border. We're going to say these guys are generally chillaxed. They do have to deal with a bunch of sentient spiders that either are their friends or definitely... Period. We haven't talked about period. We haven't talked about it. Is it sci-fi? Is it steampunk? Is it fantasy? Is it sword and sorcery? We really haven't put a genre down on this whatsoever. Let's say we're going to do our next little border here. We're going to come down with these guys here. I think these guys are going to... These guys are going to kind of maybe administrate to this area. And these guys would be free towns. Maybe they're kind of administrated. They're being like these guys down here. Again, spitballing this. So they're kind of the same thing. Okay. Maybe these guys kind of go with the green. What factions? We do have the rats, which I really absolutely think is fabulous. We do have the rats, we have spiders, we have snakes, we have a definite... Why are you doing that now? Why? Okay, that was weird. There might have been an update to the region stuff that I am not aware of. I will go take a look at notes. We could have these guys be total a-holes over here, kind of militaristic. And then we have maybe another group. Let's go. So we have another group kind of controlling this area. And I think it's not, maybe we're getting into territorial pursuits, but these last guys here, these guys here broke away. Maybe they had some settlements that they've just recent or fantasy sci-fi vibe. Yeah, why not? So these guys used to be independent, but these guys have maybe taken over, taking control of this area. Let's redraw that a little bit. And the question is, do we have shenanigans going on? Do we have people that are ticked off? You know, let's go. something. Okay. Don't want that green. I don't know why, but we can always, these guys should always be accused of kind of monopolizing this area, kind of being, maybe there's some factions there that have started to really lean on control. And we're going to have a border dispute right here. All right. Cool. Then we have our independent island. These guys, we're gonna kind of come over here. Let's kind of make a. So we have this area. Kind of locked down by these guys. And in the lore, bad stuff happened over here. They pissed something off that was up in those mountains, and now they are in trouble. We're gonna adjust the. Can we do the color? Can we redo? Oh, we can now. Sweet. I love Warcraft. This guy's a city state we don't care about. And this guy's technically a city state we don't care about. What if we made these areas big city states? A little off, with little off things. Go ahead back into our symbols. We're gonna if you guys are cool with it, we're gonna update these. We do not want a star there. These are our big city states. And I think I've always loved I have a deep and abiding love for Warhammer. That should say a lot. What if these or like America right now, good grief. But they'll fight, the city states will fight and be all nasty with each other until someone messes with them. Second someone messes with them, well, things they all join up and beat someone down. So yeah, it's kind of like America. We'll fight and murder each other until Warhammer Fantasy vibes. Yeah, old school. I like Sigmar. May the island city always under siege. Okay, Ghost. We will do that. Find that in the notes. Coast. Antares, gas mask. That's our plateau. Let's do another one. Let's do the city itself. So let's put this under settlements. And so that floating city, are there more than one floating city, or do we just have the big one? And then we have we have some really valuable ores, and those are coastal stuff. Cool. Sci-fi tech. I think that'd be very cool. It kind of reminds me, there's a comic called, and this is going to date me. There's a comic called Battle Chasers. And it was kind of this fantasy sci-fi thing. And let me see if I can find it. We'll grab our reference and just pull stuff in for this. But yeah, really good comics. Kind of like they have these steel golems and mages and stuff like that. Here's another from the game. Good game. Battle Chasers Night. Really good game. Let me see if I can find some tech they have. There's some more golem stuff. I just kind of like this magic tech. Seen any? They did some really cool tech, like big floating citadels and stuff like that. We could run it like that if you guys don't mind. What thinketh you? Yeah. Sorry, 1998. Yeah, they came out a long time, but yeah, some of the coolest like tech like that. I don't see. There are pages from the comic, but if you, it's a good read. It's definitely it's probably about. There's one character in there that might raise some eyebrows, so be aware of that. Yeah, Battle Chasers, good times. Here's one of the golems. Okay, so we got some ideas coming. Magic, steampunk fantasy with magic. Done. All right. Okay, let's get back to our areas. So this area is kind of city-state-ish. So to kind of signify that, we're going to, oh, let's make a really dark green. We're going to make the borders on this kind of spidery. So this is kind of, we're showing area of influence. And all this green stuff is going to be our little city-state areas. And again, this is the big ones are here, and this is just the areas they control. All right. Well, cool. Okay, we got our three. So let's go ahead and let's break these down a little bit. And this is just merely plotting out what we're going to do next. We're just going to make A, B's, and C's. So we'll go to labels. Okay. Do not like that font. Bilbo. That works. Make it big. Weapon man. Are we talking city states there? Are we talking city states, or is there like a place? Let's make some labels first. I'm not liking that font. God, I'm so. I just want to really. Maybe it's Aladdin that they have their own default fonts. Yeah, we'll go with that. Say this is B, C, D, E, F. Something there. Then we have a ruin up here. All right. We need a volcano. Done. Where's the volcanoes at? We're going to have a volcano right here. Right here, right now. Okay, so we're going to start with a plume. This is primarily where the volcano would come from. Let's kind of make it a little scraggly. It's a little, we got kind of a little space. Let's move them down a little. Or we could put it right. Actually, let's put it right down here. Start with that. Write these down. Juggling a lot, apparently. So some ideas. We have war golems, make weapons. We have some golem robots. We have a volcano. Sorry about the spelling. I'm just going as fast as I can. Okay, so we're back down here and we're making, we want this to kind of show, let's have a look. Too much? I think it's a little too much. I think we are going to create that volcano right here. And this volcano, we're having all this upland area. Got a new hotspot coming. But we want it to kind of look like it's formed out of this area. Oh, let's make two. Everybody wants volcanoes. You get a volcano. You get a volcano. But not you. You've been bad. All right. Okay, we got two volcanoes. What's up? Race of lava creatures. Cool. Put it in. And we got lava creatures. We got all kinds of stuff. Okay. Cool. Actually, I'm looking at this and I don't think a little off with that. We need, I should go like move land. It's I think something right here that's volcano. Just gonna stretch that over. That's cool. That's smaller. It's kind of hard because we have a lot of stuff over here right now. Heck, let's put a volcano here. Why not? It's our map, right? Put another volcano right here. Then we're going to come in and this little peninsula, because it gets volcanoes too. We're going to have volcanoes down this area. All right. Something, we need a little bit of weight here, maybe some couple new islands. There we go. Okay, let's get the symbols out. Do we not have volcanoes? I'm not seeing a volcano symbol. See if we can find one down here. Or do I need to make one? I can make one. That's fine. All the symbols. They have added quite a bit. These are all the premium stuff if you buy it. I don't know. Let's not use that in this map. Let's make sure everybody has access to all the symbols when we put this in Discord. All right. So for now, once I get something out, this is going to be our volcano symbol. So we got a volcano there, 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 and there. What do you guys think? Magma turtles. Okay, RJ. You guys ever play WoW in Firelands? There's a raid called Firelands. Let's see if I can find it. And basically you went in, sorry, I bumped the mic. You went into this place and you started, if you pulled one of these guys, your raid had to like DPS the crap out of them. Like really, really fast. So let's, and the first couple times we went in there, we just got mobs would be pulled, and yeah, shout out to my raid team. I love you guys. I miss you. Yeah, kind of thing there. Okay, so we have fire turtles. Yay! They'll live in that area. Yeah, brainstorm. Let's do this. Okay, now I'm going to move this over. We got our mount. We got our that. Yeah. Okay, we got this big grassland, and we haven't really done much with it. Again, it's grassland. We talking Mongols here? We talking nomadic tribes? Zombie badgers. Oh, zombie badger. Okay, I got to give credit for it. RJ, you just clarified, and I appreciate it. But it is all going in the notes. You say something, it goes in the notes. I hope everybody's cool with that, because no one's going to sell this, no one's going to buy it. This is strictly us as a community, just making stuff that's cool. Let's go back to our labels. Go away, label. No one likes you. Ah! There we go. Okay. So we have a couple ideas for everybody for kind of some civilizations. Mongol works. Okay, Mongol orcs it is. Oh, Roman orcs. We got some Mongol orcs, grasslands. Maybe we have a big faction there that is like Roman orcs. They're really cultured. They're still nomadic. What if they have underground like ruin cities? If this was all like harsh topography and like what RJ said, where is it? Trying to find the. But if we had like underground cities and maybe underground area in this, you could have like Mongol orcs, grasslands, ruin tribes, and Uncharted Lands is a good puppet. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's start on settlements now. I'm just getting this set up so we can take notes. A I shouldn't put it. There, that should give us enough little note places. So A, B, C, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, let's go. Let's actually make another region here. And this is our tribal region, not really a region per se, but if you go there, there's a good chance you're going to find some very civic-minded orcs or civic-minded beings. We'll just go like this. Now, we do have in the Red Moss area, we do have tribes of Russian humans a little bit because they're so hard and quickly they're slowly been rebuilt on my phone. Awesome. Most of the middle areas, roads. Yeah. Gonna just grab all this, make sure I get it. But let's go ahead and kind of shift a little bit of our attention into these areas. So we got area 1 is going to be our Bomp Mist area. And we have the spider people there. Breed humans. Deep caves, and the spiders have made spider tunnels, the pump. We called it the, oh, call their God's blood up to the surface. Okay. Giants would be kind of cool. Hey, Blaze, how you doing? Pushing hot desert. Okay. I think we're, if we have just, I don't think we're going to get deserts here because we have pretty much a giant moisture area here and we have an ocean and then a higher land. So any moisture, any clouds are going to be rocking, kind of just sitting in this area. We could do a desert. In fact, let's go and, where is my paint? Let's kind of plant something. Let's kind of plant something. Maybe desert down here. So I could shift into a desert environment here. But actually our desert, our wind's moving like this, and our other one's moving like this. Our desert is going to be highlands about there. Well, that let's move it there. What do you think of that? Okay. Rocky Highlands it is. Okay, there we go. So this is kind of our desert. Let's talk about those giants. Let's talk about the giants. What kind of giants? Are these kind of like anomalies? Are they weird? Nope. We'll just keep this on the, but let's talk about giants. I'm glad you're here, Blazard. I'm doing good. It was a horrible first part of this week, especially on a project I was working on that the Unreal Library decided to move websites, and it made my life a living nightmare. I had to go in and each single model, I had to place material and, whoa, that was loud. Sorry about that. A material and a bunch of other stuff, and it was just horrible. Giants live in cities on the walls. Cool. Now, are we talking like giants like in D&D? Are we talking about strange, go back to this. I'm going to use my mouse right now because I don't want to pull out the tablet. Something we can do is with our giants, we could have them like weird bowed legs. They're like 20 feet high and just kind of weird. Or do you want them like kind of like a playable race in the game, in our campaign setting? Oh, I like that, Puppet Master. Maybe we have races of giants in each area. And we'll save those guys for the desert. Or do you want them? Maybe we have a couple that live in the highlands that people don't know. Oh, this grassland highland thing. Abnormally strong, tall humans. That's nice. We had a land here over. Hey, it's paint. Over in this area that there's shenanigans that happened. What if, and they were kind of gene splicing and shaping and stuff like that. What if we had kind of giants? They're not the sleeping giants, the big mountain giants, but they are a form of giant. Yeah, I like that, Puppet Master. But I say there was, maybe they were the over in this area. We're going to need another area. That's fine. maybe in this area. I can't use that. Go with, I need something to pop. This is the area where the civilization would flesh sculpt and all kinds of icky stuff like that. What if in these areas we had those races of giants? Maybe they were like a servant class, a servant type class of being, and they just kind of got bred for tallness and hard work. So you have these little clans all over here that are in the ruins and stuff like that. We will put the different label on here. We can call this. All right, broken sheep. What if this place used maybe some genetic stuff from those sleeping giants? I like that. Maybe used. Dark Castle stuff. There you go. Very cool. Well, in this area, this broken and shaping lands, if we have that, if they're flesh shapers, what if there was some additional tech there that everybody's interested in? Okay, so we have the steam people. B. Orkies? That's a great idea. Maybe there are some orcs that were manipulated. Maybe there's some scary tribes there too. I think I kind of like a little reversal of orcs. I think they're some of the most civilized. They have honor code kind of thing. But however, it's your guys' call. I think both. Hey, let's use both if you guys are cool with that. Let me grab your notepad. Where did I put the orcs? I will get this in a working document. We're just gonna put orcs right here. We'll put it right here. Orcs. Maybe there's some pure ones and stuff like that. It is Billy Hollywood. Hey, buddy, how are you? Oh yeah, I don't know that those flesh shapers. Yeah, let's do that. That's amazing. And when that area died out, their little monsters and stuff kind of went with them. All right, so let's talk about. Someone mentioned we have a weapons manufacturers that are dealing with stuff. What if we had Civilization F here using? Are they using just straight machinery? Is it imbued with magic? Something I had in one of my campaigns is people would use the memories of an individual and place it in an item, and slowly, and that I did add more memories and more memories, and that it wasn't exactly artificial intelligence as science fiction, but it was whatever being this was, it would react to magic and stuff like that. I don't know why I just brought that up, but so let's look at F. Are these guys? Do you guys want these guys to be our weapons manufacturers? That'd be kind of cool. Roman giants, yes, yeah, no problem. Billy Hollywood. I actually have some thoughts. I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to talk to you really quick about that. Okay, so we have. What if these city states are doing the weird stuff? So, like the really weird stuff. There's going to be your city states. Maybe each city is producing something for this. They don't have any laws, so they're just going for it. Half dwarfs? Okay. Now, are these dwarves? Is it kind of an offshoot race of dwarves? They are. I like the floating the turtles for profit. That'd be interesting. Man, that'd be cool actually. So you got all these parties interested, and these are going, and you have people coming down here. You kind of have the friction between F and the city states. Well, Group E and Group F. And we have these weird guys over here. These guys are going to be our undead dudes. So this area, we need another label. Will be our grasslands. Now again, these are just for us to kind of fill out stuff, but we'll probably get rid of all the titles and stuff like that. We have orc tribes. Thank you for scaring the crap out of me once again. Draft orc tribes. We have modified orc tribes in the grasslands. It's very karst with massive snakes, massive tunnels that are used for city settlements. And yeah, okay, that's grasslands. Fallout New Vegas. Well, that's cool. Okay, we'll add that clan. We will add that clan. So we have one of the clans got banished. I think it banished. You know, it'd be really interesting. Okay, so we have this clan. We've had some lore that over in Area A, the geyser area, and over in the where it says label, that if you combined elements and certain properties from the plants over in these steps with the spider silk that's created, it becomes like this steel spider silk, like, you know, fantasy armor and everything else like that. What if this clan of orcs that were banished, maybe up here in this area, are using elemental stuff combined with natural resources, and they run weapons, but they're independent. They gamble a lot. Okay, it's part of their tribe. We're gonna put that down. Gambling orcs, a lot of teeth being gambled. Okay, so we kind of have the grasslands kind of figured out. Geysers, we're okay. We have the steep caves, spiders, and stuff like that. B, I think. What if B is starting to become its own country? It started out as small colonies, and I don't know, the imperialistic people pulled out, got out of there. And what if this area B is starting to, I don't want to say get uppity, but starting to create their own nation, starting to create, this is our spot, this is our nation. Bunch of gold mines, yeah. We were thinking, there's like in the areas down here, come on, we have a ton of different mines and stuff and hard material deposits, or like precious materials that have been brought down by the mountain or seep under from this area that goes all the way down into the mantle, and that's seeping down into this area. And maybe it's a kind of, maybe a lot of the resources is metals. And again, this is area B. Precious. What about foodstuffs too? Because they're a little enclosed. with all these mountains and stuff, they're enclosed from like the sea or any shenanigans like that. He has a civil war. Ooh, okay. We got civil war going, and I'm just throwing these in. I don't care about spelling. Civil war. Is it like? Are we talking like a big civil war where like half the country is involved, or do we have like resistance groups that are popping up to like try to take back their land and other things like that? So choice A would be, you got shenanigans going, or we have little resistance groups that they're founded. Maybe their history was after the empire left, they helped overthrow, and then these guys are trying to make another country. Okay, fishing, a lot of fishing. Hope I'm getting everybody's stuff. Let's just close that. Save that. Getting in my way. Yes, save it. All right. Okay, so we got a lot of fishing and shenanigans going there. Do you think there's still an imperial presence? Let's say that. Let's say we have an imperial presence. What do you think? Would D be the remnant of the imperial guys? And if so, let's say D is, but we're going to yeah, let's have D being the remnants, the people that were put in charge. And all up and down this coast, we will put a region here. Make it red. And we're going to say this area is all kind of a combat scene going. Oh, we could do that. That sounds good. Maybe a big naval base. Let's tweak this guy. Come on. Let's kind of move this down. Just encompassing this area. Okay. And then let's put the Imperials right smack dab here. Okay, so we'll go to symbols. And let's make another military building. Say they're right here. Just a pain in the butt. So it's a big military base. Welcome back, zombie. There's your garrison. Yeah. What if there is some pro-imperial stuff going on? I'm going to put this under D that there's naval base. And what if the imperial garrison is going native? I like that. You also have some remnants that maybe were part of the Imperials. I mean, how long ago did these guys leave? Are we talking like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, last year? We do have the naval base going on. It's cool. Yeah, these guys could be a giant pain in the butt. They launch forays into the different areas, conquer. We're talking about right now. to answer your question, Zombie, we're deciding on what's going on in each area, and here's the here's the list vomit that I've been putting down for each area. And right now we're having a long. I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say that. Great. We're having a long look at each one of these areas. Where did that go? There it is. 4 years. Okay, cool. They left 4 years ago. And we can say they went native. A lot of the garrison went native. See the armies, the land armies. Pulled out. They couldn't control land. They're controlling sea area. Trying. And airship stuff. We're doing airships, guys. Hope you're cool with this. So we're gonna get airship pirates. Everybody cool with that? Awesome. So general went. One of their general went kind of native like that. Okay, that's in. Okay, so we got B. Let's say B is kind of having a little bit of a hard time because you got kind of a civil war. Or we have two things going on. We have Imperials. Imperials trying to influence Imperials, exiles or agents putting themselves into high positions. And then we have the old school guys that don't want a country. And then we have the new government just trying to keep stuff together. Hot air balloon airships. Cool. Okay. We could do something. This is something I used in one of my campaigns. So you have two types of airships. All right. You have technically the Zeppelin kind. I'm using a mouse, so forgive me. We'll just kind of put a secondary bag. Maybe a big old ship there. Oh, that looks. We'll have a ship connected to it. This maybe is kind of our old school one. Now the bags though, let's have them kind of plated with paracausal armor and stuff like that, or magic armor. Last a little bit. Lost Legion in the moss. Ooh. All right, Gareth. And we will put those guys. What label do we have for label? Okay, we will. So if Legion's lost, that would be cool. Maybe you have that breaking up. Just flip a battleship. All right. So we have just your standard. This we're going to call this an airship. And that's kind of the old thing that we got going. And again, I'll get something better. Then we have a battleship. So we have kind of a Zeppelin. The hull of a Zeppelin. And what if we had the hull and then we had the battleship part that bisected it as such? So this area here, thank you. This here is the actual hull of the ship. It's right in the middle. And then we have a little kind of a tower sprout, tower things on the top and the bottom. And I kind of like if we were to, someone just mentioned they didn't know it fell. Yeah, that's going into notes. That's awesome. They didn't know it fell. So we kind of have, and again, these guys are comparatively gigantic. So they're more floating cities than anything else. Giant. Oh, they could almost be docks. A side view of this would be, you have your Zeppelin here. Top, bottom. Then you have the main hull, go up and down. You have these supports with towers on them. Keeps the bag right smack dab in the middle. And we're talking like these things are gigantic. Skits. I'm not used to Kuro yet, but I'm getting there. Size of ship? Like your old school airship would probably like be that size compared to one of these things. Over here, Zombie, we have something bad went down in this area. This other area is relatively chill, but we had this area. I mean, it's just ruins. There's some nasty stuff, and they've got tower guards. They set up, F has set up these like giant towers, a string of towers to keep whatever's at bay at bay. Yeah. Slow traveling. So these guys are slow. And honestly, they would be considering. Yeah, that's life stuff. Alrighty then. I don't know how to get out of that. What else? And then we could have, yeah, we have these big cities and stuff. So we're going definitely Zeppelins, kind of armored. The old school ones use the turtles. Very slow. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So we have this empire. Just they have these big moving fortresses. They go park, and they're even driven back by whatnot. Man, I need volcanoes. I'm a little ticked that I don't have volcanoes. Do I have volcanoes? No, I do not have volcanoes. Why are we? There. Now we have. And let's just kind of put small little smokestacks from them, so we can tell them exactly what. Brush paints. There we go. So we got our volcano areas there. We got our moving cities. And these cities, the city itself, I mean, it goes everywhere. So because why have merchants when you can just drop your entire city and trade? All right. So we got these areas. We're going to save this as a different file. I'll save this. Ah. No, sorry about that, guys. That didn't blow your ears out. Yeah, I think we have some moss. This is all red, fluffy moss. But then I think in this area, we might have some fungus coming. They maybe lived under the moss, like a black fungus or something like that. There was a cartoon on when I was very young. It was called Pirates of the Dark Water. And they had something called dark water. And it was this black stuff that would appear. What if we had a kind of a fungus? Um, What if we kind of had a fungus that could, guys? Aren't. What if like, okay, how do I not select stuff like that? So we kind of have a fungus that it lives under the, kind of like a mustard slime, but it's a fungus. And then when it attacks, you know, it just, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's a kind of a wet slime fungus. I don't want a slime because the fungus is kind of cool. Oh yeah, I'll do that right now. Discord coming. So we have these black, I want to say black mold. That might be the best thing to do there, black mold. Now with the Discord, just so everybody's clear, anything there, we can't really force people not to use stuff. So if it's something you want to share, that's awesome. If you don't want people to use it, just mark it down. Just say, this is mine. I'm just showing you for critique. But anything I put there, it's free to use. Just go nuts for it. Then we have this fungus like ooze. Oh, that'd be cool if it was kind of like, maybe if fungus gets close together, it kind of, it's like a hive mind. And it can call other funguses to help. Why not, right? What about if that fungus gets into something and corrupts it? Sentient black mold protecting its realm. I like that. Let's say aggressive sentient black mold. And we can go into detail about the mold stuff, about what it came from, where it's at. Okay, we've kind of got a fun little thing here. Save this as, okay, beep beep. Sorry about that. Okay, we're now going to go back to our overlay, our regions, and we are going to, we're just going to select them. Oh. And we're going to, yeah, let's keep him for now. We're just going to turn the opacity on all these down a lot. Let us start getting some trails. I think that's our path tool. Let's start making some roads. Have a track. Let's get a good road here. That works. Let's make it buffer. And let's up to kind of an amber. Or not. That's fine too. There we go. That way it pops. No, this is only a quarter of the map. This is only going to be a quarter of the map. The actual map is going to be, it's going to kind of look like this without the weird warping, of course. So that's kind of the general plan for now. It's only a fourth. This is only a fourth of the map. So it's about 1,000, like, I don't know. Did the math. Where's the calculator? Yeah, 3,000 kilometers or like 1,500 miles. So let's start making some paths and roads. And we're going to be, let's get that a little smaller. That is 2. We want it to pop. Oh, son of it. That's why we save. That's why we save. I know a couple years ago, we had done this map. It looked really good, and I forgot to save it. And it cleared, and I had to go do it again. And then a couple of days later, it cleared again. Well, the next thing it cleared again, and I just had to constantly going back and fixing it. Not a happy experience. I was not a happy camper. More frustrated than anything else. Maybe a road like that. Nah, I don't like that. That's a border. What do you think of this? Multi Crusader, hi. Oh yeah, no worries. It's always going to be Thursdays, and oh crap, is it Thursday? Yes, it is Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will always stream. I was going to have like, I don't know if I like that. I was going to have like Saturdays be a, I don't know if I like that either. Saturdays were going to be maybe a catch up, but I think I'm having too much fun. Okay, so we got a road there. All right, we're going to start at the capital. The saying goes, all roads lead to Rome. And be very careful. This path is going to go up here. Road's a little big, in my opinion. So let's bring that down to, I don't know. If we can see that. Go to. That's good. Okay. So capital following the coastline. Okay, that's first road. Interesting. Oh well. There's it later. We have another road that just kind of gonna have it like looks like it really meanders in order to get here. And we're gonna do the same with this guy. But right here, we are gonna have a massive bridge thing going. I don't know, thousands of feet high. It bridges that water. Kind of cool. Neat what it does that. And Wonder Drift has changed a lot. Two roads there. Have a road just come over here. Make it to this city. Then this guy here. This isn't a road per se. We're just going to have it like a little path at the very most through the swamps. Cool. With this, we're gonna make a definite road. This is gonna sling line by these mountains. Try to avoid this area. All right, then we have grasslands there. Put little paths over here. Not really road, but just kind of maybe a natural. Some users custom maps. That might be fun. Zombie, yeah. Let's do an underground map. Let's do an underground map. That sounds great. We haven't done one of those before. Yeah. Black. All right, come on. Okay, we need a big underground map. That will be in the notes. That's a different color. Okay, let's do that. I think you're right. I think they're getting lost. So let's go back to our paths. Maybe we did kind of an amber. It needs contrast. So purple. No. I think a dark amber instead of. There we go. We got our path. I'm doing a lot of crazy little to show it just goes places. One here that goes over these weird hills that we have. Actually, I really do love this geyser region. All the paths here just kind of try to make them very small. I forgot about that. Path here. And this area is kind of a suggestion of where to go, and maybe we have like a city. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. We're going to have do another path. Exercise that goes out. There we go. Kind of a broken up road. Actually, we could probably do that better. Uh, oh, we go to region, like this region. Turn down the opacity. Nothing. Back to paths. Click on paths. Click on our color dipper. Do that same orange. Let's kind of make a I don't know if I like that. Looks like worms, and we have a lot of worms. Do this. That's fun. Maybe we also have a path. Maybe we have a little path. Okay, like it. Okay, got our path there. Let's go back to our road, and let's road the crap out of this. Okay, then starting our study again, doing coastal things. The hard part about the path tool is that it's kind of pissy. If you right click, you end the path by right clicking, but when you end the path, it has to be the end of that said row. Oh, wrong size. Well, welcome back. Okay, there's a road there. we are going to have, let's say this is kind of our biggest road. Going to meander all the way up. We are not going to try to cross that. Well, let's not even bother crossing that road. Just keep going. Maybe this is like a canyon city. Got a really good road there. Their topography and symbol there. That's cool. I like that. Here's the path colors. We did some like light brown paths to show suggested routes through the grasslands, trade routes. Right here, we don't want to go over this much, and we want to avoid this area. We're going to do a road right here up to this. We might add some more settlements in this area. Here, same thing. Beep coming. I'm just going to save this. Maybe we have a coastal road. We'll add some more settlements in this area. Yeah, we'll add some more. Then we have this area over here. We're going to make a really crazy mountain path. Not a good place. Come in like this. That feels better. All right. That just goes to that city. Imperials. Just put in little roads. Make them squiggly. We can always move them later or fix them. Not a problem. How that going? This guy we don't care about. Okay, city states. If we had a road, we're going to have one here. This guy is going to come here. Then we're going to make paths here. Let's get a different color now. We're just going to do this so I can later go with a little brighter orange, and the suggestion of ways to get to the city up. That city is going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what we get to do. Then let's have this guy come up here. Crossing a high area. We can change those colors. I don't think they're bright enough. My personal opinion. Let's there. Let's do that with them. Cool. All right, back to our roads. I think there would be a road up here. We might need to even make. Oh, not that one. That's why. Oh, not that color. The road. And then for these towers, it's actually good settlement. And then for the towers, we're going to do the same thing. Because if you're in a military, you do not want to, if you're defending an area, having a bunch of broken up paths, or just, I don't know, gravel path is probably the best way to say it. We need something over here. We will do that in a second. Now our roads here. We're going to come here. Down here on this road. To that. And I think in this area it's just ruined. There's be there. Maybe our city here can add some additional little town stuff in. We are currently having all the paths be hidden by symbols. I kind of like that. Ah, saving sucks. Sorry if that's too loud. I do. We're getting all our stuff. City states, not too many roads there. We got roads there. We need roads here. Cordyceps. That would be cool. There's kind of a fun fact that my daughter brought to my attention that warm-blooded animals, there's only one or two, don't like that. There's only one or two types of fungus that can infect us. But warm-blooded critters like us have a natural immunity to most types of fungus. We're gonna make some more. We're gonna make this place a little bit. But if there was something that could get a hold of us, yeah, scary stuff, but very cool. Okay, so let's add some more. Right now, since we're in the area, we're going to add some more. There and right there. We're going to put there, there. Okay, that feels a little bit. Let's come down here and add the same thing. That's good. That's good. Heroes. These are their little food. Their little villages that they pretty much stock with food. But we'll need a path between these. But again, we're having the Imperial presence here be very skybound, but most farmers are going to have access to an airship. If it is the military, then they're swinging by in their airships to pick up food. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh yeah, I have so many programs open. It's probably on my end. So I'm also using Restream. It's usually very good. It's just not. It can be a little pissy at times. We talked about adding some more stuff here. Here, maybe here, here. And these guys are just trying to survive off whatever's coming in. Maybe we have like a Grendel situation. They don't know what's out there, but the wildlife is obviously extremely hostile. And we kind of need a big bad for whatever's doing this. Is it just infected stuff that maybe infected armies that fill in the blank that show up and here because Yeah, what's going on? Going on in this area? Go on there. There we go. That feels like a healthy. Now our city states are just chilling. Man, you know, since we're talking about city states, let's actually put a city state. Thinking right there. Kind of as a control method over there. I think that's cool. That works. Yeah, that works great for our city states. Got our grasslands. We got paths all over there. Let's make some paths for our city states really cool. What do you guys think? Roads or maybe we'll do some roads. Granted, they're not well protected roads, but it's still there. Fungal ants. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. Fungalized ants. Maybe the fungus gets in like deers or like other things. Whatever this is, it kind of possesses living things. It doesn't care. It just possesses everybody. It's fair. Um, and then that's cool. Okay, let's get our path back. No, let's do road. Let's do road. Heck with it. And we're just going to come down here. Add a symbol. And again, we can have as many. I mean, we don't know the size of these. These might be villages. These might be large towns. My area should have a city that's been cut off. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's say these guys here have a city that's kind of under siege. So there's a fortress city up here. Probably garrisoned by a lot of angry peoples. And if the fungus can travel through water, we're going to avoid water as much as possible on this road. And we're going to come straight down into our other fortress place. Cool. All cut off. Everybody's angry. There we go. Oh, cool. Could we have like two of the different strains? We have kind of aggressive black fungus, and then there's something else that gets into your mind or gets into your senses. So everybody in this area, maybe it's a pollen or maybe something here that they have to wear masks and tubing and stuff like that. They use golems. Do I have notes on this? Afterwards, we're going to call them golems. Is that the one? Is that the comment? The fungus to infect? Yeah, that's cool. but it just grabs anything up there. We might have kind of a fungus that makes these like white, draws out the nutrients. A dome. Yeah. Hey, what kind of dome? Talk about that. Let's talk about dome. Big old dome. That's cool. You know what? I thought right now, I just had a thought. I'm also going to make just a chat log. So everything is there. So people can just read it. There we go. We have a chat log now. Sweet. Okay, we got roads done. We got settlements done. We got a lot of lore done. We've been kicking around go. 12. Got a 3-hour stream here. I'm getting tired and my voice is kind of going on me. Let's call it right there. Where's OBS? There it is. Back to me. Hello. Let's call it right there for today. Next Tuesday, noon Central Time, 11 Mountain Time, 1 East Coast Time. We'll be starting this up again, kind of finishing this area out. On Discord, I will be getting all the notes and all the things done once I get the stream wrapped up. Again, I'll put the Wonderdraft file. I'll also put a giant PNG file of what we've done. I'll do 2. I think I'm going to do one without the regions and then one with the regions. And so there's some symbols here that are like way too big. Like down here is just kind of, sorry, I saw something. There we go. And some of them are too small. There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry, oh, I don't even have the screen. Let me show you what I did. Not subject. There we go. I just made this a little bigger. And I made our Imperial buddies here just a little bit smaller. Wrath buddies, we'll figure out. Okay, so we need to get some volcanoes, actual volcano things. I'll go find some. Hopefully they're free so I can pass it on to you guys. And then, yeah, we got our cities. Now we're just going to name stuff and make others. Oh, thanks, Billy. Always awesome. This ain't a 24. You know what? There should be a certain goal that if the channel hits and the community hits, I don't know, maybe I'll do like a 6-hour stream, make an entire campaign map from start to finish, something like that. Again, guys, this is it. I'm Dan, Novus. Oh yeah, airship. Hold on. Look, I made an airship. It's awesome. Don't try to print it out. It's horrible trying to print it out. Anyways, my name's Dan. This is Alec Novus. This is your map from the community. All the links and stuff in the description to the free software and also to the Discord. Get in there, participate. Again, if you post something and you don't want anybody to use it, let them know. Or if you want people to use it, just give the permissions in the chat. We're all going to go on good faith here. Yeah, and we'll go there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you very much for being here. It is an honor and a privilege, and I will see you next Tuesday.